Hey, gun people, not dumb people. Smokey renegotiated his contract. He said if I was going to use him as war kitty, he's out roaming around working on his tactics to catch birds and mice and rabbits and everything else he brings me. But he said if I'm going to use him to promote patriotism, he needs his own flag. So I had to put his own little flag there, so now he sleeps under the flag in his little spot there. So anyway, he's an old crazy cat. So let's I want to talk about, I just did a video on driving. And I used to, when I was working, I had a bat that I seized from some gang member. It was a red bat. He was hell, I don't remember. Serrano, Southern's red. So, and he had a red bat and it had lead in it. So, of course, you know, instead of booking him for it and everything, I said, hey man, this bat's illegal. You can't have it. You got lead in it. It's a weapon. Is it yours? If it's yours, I'll arrest you. If it's not, I'll take it, destroy it, or get rid of it. It ain't mine, man. So I know all the weirdos that are coming here. You're a dirty cop. Look, I could have threw it away, but instead I left it in my cubicle, and I just never did anything with it. It stayed in my cubicle for shit, at least 2 years. People knew me walking around the office because I'd walk down the hallways. I mean, I was playing softball back then, so we were on softball teams, and it just releases energy, and I kind of think better when I'm swinging a bat. So if I'm sitting in the office and I'm just getting bored, I would swing the bat. I would do some loosening up, work on my strikes, my baton strikes. So anyway, I found this bat laying around when I was cleaning up, and I was like, man, I haven't had a bat in my hand in a long time. So let's talk about how the liberals fight better politically than Republicans. Now, everybody's always cracking on me about saying how bad the liberals are and how I'm this and that and cracking a little. Look, I don't think the liberals do anything good except they manipulate the truth, they fight dirty, and they fight to win. Now, some people may say those are redeeming qualities. And if you're fighting for something good and just, that may be redeeming qualities. Because I think if you're going to fight, you got to fight to win. And we got these wimpy-ass, lip, penis, no-having piece of crap Republicans out there not fighting to win. They fight to put on a show. They fight to take the high road. They don't want to argue. They don't want to bring down the office. They don't want to get down to the level of the liberals, so they just let them win. And that's why we lose at every damn thing. There's no concern. That's how we lost this country. Because most decent people who are working and doing things, you know, they're just not out there to try to fight for everything. They just want to be left alone. Government, stay the hell out of my business. Let me make my living, raise my kids, educate my kids, transfer things that I earn and work so I can make a better life for me and my family. So that's what most good people are. That's not liberals. Liberals want to tell everybody else how they should live, what everybody else shouldn't do, why you shouldn't have a gun. I don't like guns, so you shouldn't have guns. And I don't like diesel fuel, so you shouldn't have diesel fuel. And I don't like a fireplace, so you shouldn't have a fireplace. And I don't like Christmas lights, so you can't have Christmas lights. And I don't like the little, shit, I can't think of the name now, the little Jesus thingy with the baby and the ranger, what do they call it? Whatever, the liberals hate it. So, whatever it is when they put out for Christmas, I can't even think of it now, but I'd be getting whipped by one of the nuns in Catholic school if they knew that now. Thank God most of them are probably all dead. Anyway, look, Republicans need to learn how to fight. And when you're in a fight, you fight to win. You don't fight to break even. Now, as a cop, we fight to overcome the resistance, and then that's it. So winning for us is getting them into custody, making sure they don't kill us, making sure they don't get away. That's our win. In a war, you kill the enemy. You kill the enemy so they stop sending more enemy. You stop in a battle, you stop your adversary by beating him down to submission. If somebody's willing to fight you and try to rob you or rape your wife or your sister or your daughter, you stop them at all means possible. You don't go, please kind sir, don't do that. Please sir, I'm not a violent person, I believe in peace. Then you just become a victim. So, and throughout, you know, you got some of these religions who are pacifists and all this other crap, they usually get their ass whipped and they lose all their shit. And they're perfect victims. I call them victims running around looking for a place to happen. And that's what liberals are. A lot of liberals are. They run around with their stinking rape whistle, and all they are is a victim just looking for a place to happen. I'm going to go to the worst place, and when I get raped, I'm going to blow my whistle and say it's blame it on the guns, or blame it on the conservatives, or blame it on decent people, anybody other than a liberal. Now, I don't like being put in a box, so I'm not saying that conservatives are all good and great, and I get people come here and, I mean, you know, oh, you're a conservative, right-wing, great. Look, I'm a free thinker, okay? I'm a constitutional free thinker. I think we have a great country. I think we came from great ideas, and I think we've done great things. Is that so bad? Is that like the end of the world? I mean, so liberals are fighting to get this Supreme Court justice in here, and if our limp-weak Republican Congress does not fight these people, they have sold out the country. And you know what? I think all conservatives should stay home. They shouldn't go vote. Let them all get voted out. Just stop it. I am at the point right now that I am tired of the slow death and dying from a thousand ant bites. Okay? I'm just tired of watching the liberals pick away at the country like a bird on a carcass until there's nothing left on there. I'm just tired of it. So I would rather give it all to the damn liberals and let them ruin the damn country, run it to the ground. At least we still have a few people. We got, I don't know, 21 million vets out there who have got combat experience, who's been around for a while. So, I mean, there's enough people right now that if the liberals just totally blow it and screw the country, there's enough people that are willing to fight back and can take it back once they run it into the ground and there's nothing left. Okay? But this slow death of supporting these weak-ass conservatives that don't fight the liberals and let the liberals win on everything. The founders made the Constitution and the country and everything so it would be difficult. They didn't want it easy for government to get involved. They wanted, that's why they put majorities, they put three branches, they've got it conflicting. It's very adversarial. Nothing is easy in government, and it shouldn't be, especially passing laws and impeding on freedoms and destroying the Constitution and chipping away at the Constitution and redefining every word in the Constitution to what it meant or what they think it meant or what it should have meant or what it means now and we need to ignore when they wrote it. So, I mean, I'm listening on the radio today about how Obama, they've been playing his damn speech, and it just makes me want to swing my damn bat every time I hear that piece of shit traitor, because he is ruining the country, and if he gets his freaking left-wing liberal in that court, we're done. And if he does that and the Republicans let him, you know what? I really don't give a shit anymore. I don't want it to happen. I'm trying to educate people. I'm trying to share things on why I believe what I believe and let people decide. I'm not telling you have to agree with me. I'm not telling you gotta say, you know, I'm giving up on everything I ever believed because you're great and wonderful. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I think I'm a reasonable, and I come to these conclusions based on reasonable things, and I have justification, and I've got good standing and good history and good facts that support my beliefs. Now, with more information, you change your mind. And, I mean, you know, sometimes the government will do things that will try to fix something, they'll make it 10 times worse. It's like the, what's that Cobra theory, or Cobra something. There's some dangerous cobra, in case y'all never heard the story, there's some dangerous cobra that was killing, and when he bit people, it killed them. So there was this one captain, marshal, king, whatever, dictator, ruler, whatever, he started paying a bounty. So he started saying, hey, for every, and I think he told all his cops this when they were driving around because they drove around a lot. So you saw a cobra cross on the road, you ran it over and killed it, there was a bounty and he would pay you for it. And he said, this way we'll take out the numbers, kind of population control, get the numbers down and less people will get bit and die. Now that was his theory, and it sounds like a pretty good theory, we want to do it. But like in everything, a plan has to be modified when people start screwing it up. So what happened? You had people who were like, hey, if they're paying me money for each of these cobras, I'm going to start breeding them because they breed really cunt. I'll kill them when they breed, and I'll bring them in, I'll be collecting bounties. So once they figured out that people were breeding the cobras to get the money, they stopped it. And they said no more money. Well, guess what happened? All the breeders let their cobras go. So, in theory, when it started, and that's where you get the Cobra theory or the Cobra Doctrine, sometimes, you know, government, you have a good idea and it sounds great at the time, but some things don't work out, and you got to modify along the way, and not every idea has to be absolute. So, I mean, government right now, everybody's like, oh, it's so visceral and it's so attacking and there's so many different sides and nobody can get along. That's good. I don't want people getting along. I'm so tired of people telling me to get along with a freaking liberal. I don't like them. I think they're freaking idiots. They don't have no common sense. All they want to do is cry and be offended and take away freedoms from everybody else because they're little wimpy entitled pieces of shit that ain't never earned nothing or done nothing, and they want to stand on the shoulders of our founders in this great country and tell us how bad we are and how screwed up we are. I don't like them. I don't want to hang out with them. I don't want to drink with them. I don't want to live around them. I don't want to be with them. Okay? So stop telling me that we need to get along. I don't give a shit about liberals. Stay out of my life and stay away from me. But this crap about government, we got to get along. We got to hug. We got to sing Kumbaya and give each other hugs and all wear pink little ribbons to show that we're sensitive and we love each other is bullshit. So, look. I'm watching this play out, and it's only been not even 2 days. And Obama's already given speeches, already has somebody lined up, and already saying we're going to filibuster and we're going to do this. And now Obama wants to talk about the Constitution. Now the Constitution means something. He has a constitutional right to promote this guy. See, that's what liberals are. They're so situational Constitution. As long as the Constitution helps them, they love it. When they don't like it, forget the Constitution. That's not what it meant. That you're redefining it. You're thinking it's wrong. But when they can use it to get their way, to get their sticky little shitty fingers into everything to screw it up, they're all for the Constitution. So I'm telling you, the Republicans are going to fold on this. And they're going to let him appoint somebody. And when they do, that's the roller coaster down the hill over the edge, and we're going down fast. And you know what? Whatever. I mean, you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of standing here trying to say we need to get along, we need to work within the system, we need to, you know, just talk it out, we need to protest. Screw that. Let them have the freaking country, destroy it and run it in the ground like they've ran every liberal city they've taken over. There's so many examples where liberals have run cities for 60 years and they're all failures. But a freaking liberal can't figure that out. They're like, it's the conservatives' fault. It's the Republicans' fault. You freaking liberals elect your own people, you run your own city, you overspend, you overprogram, you overregulate, you have extreme gun control, you have the highest amount of violence, the most amount of gun crime, and then somehow you don't take any responsibility, because that's what liberals do. Nothing is their fault. They only stand on the shoulders of others and claim, we can do it better. You're doing it wrong, you didn't do it right. Because that's what liberals do. And that's why I don't like them and I don't want to get along with them. So, if a liberal was a baseball, I'd be a happy person right now. Yes! Waiting for the fence, baby. So, whatever. Let them pick this damn thing and let the Republicans fold. I don't give a shit. Well, I do, but I'm fed up. All right, well, in that there. Smokey, if Smokey was here, he'd be bringing me back on track.